Firstly, I will explain about the introduction of kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Animalia have several characteristics which make it different compared to other kingdoms. The first characteristic is Animalia. It is a multicellular heterotroph. Heterotrophs are those organisms that cannot produce their own food and only depends on the other organism. Since they are heterotrophs, they feed other living things. An Animalia is classified by their eating habits. There are four eating habits of the Animalia, which is herbivore, carnivore, omnivore, and parasite. And for your information, in parasite get their own food by attaching themselves to the host. The second characteristic of Animalia it is diverse in form and size. It is including invertebrates and vertebrates. Invertebrates is organism that lacking backbones and vertebrates is vice versa. And to show the diversity of the Animalia, it is consists of 35 phyla and most of the phyla occur in the sea. The third characteristic of Animalia is it is lack of cell walls. The Animalia cells will organize into tissue, and their tissue will have their own specific function. The reason why Animalia is lack of cell walls because cell walls will make the cell rigid, and from this, it will reduce the flexibility of the Animalia. It will affect their movement. The fourth characteristic of Animalia is it is motile. It is motile because it is a distinguishable trait compared to other kingdoms, which can differentiate them just based from their physical appearance. Other than that, they are also able to move due to their flexibility and tissue evolution. The tissue evolution of their nerve and muscle tissue will cooperate and enable the movement of the Animalia. However, for the spines is also included for the kingdom Animalia, but during the juvenile phase or for other term we call it as young, they can travel and move around, but during the adult it is sessile because spines will attach to the underwater and remain fixed in a place. And for the reproduction of the Animalia, it is sexually or it is both it is sexually and asexually.
Lastly, nematodes undergo embryonic development. Nematodes are triploblastic organisms, meaning that they have three germ layers, which are the innermost layer endoderm, the middle layer mesoderm, and the outermost layer ectoderm, which give rise to tissues and organs. Further characteristic of nematodes known as roundworms. They are parasite, meaning that some of them are living in host. The structure of nematodes is bilaterally symmetrically. The body is elongated, cylindrical and tapered at both ends. They are covered with tough flexible cuticles, give them protection and body shape molds as the worm grows. Most are dioecious, just like humans. There are male nematodes and female nematodes.
So the next part is the second part of the characteristics of a nematode. First of all, they have a complete digestion system with mouth and anus, as you can see in the diagram. But they do not possess organs for circulation or excretion. Nematodes usually use their chemosensory and also mechanosensory neurons embedded in their cuticle to respond to the environmental stimuli. So therefore, the diffused gas will dissolve directly through the body wall. And thirdly, they are triploblastic organisms, which means they have three embryonic germ layers, which are endoderm, ectoderm, and mesoderm. The endoderm is the most inner part, the mesoderm is the middle part, and the ectoderm is the outer layer part. And they are considered as pseudocoelomate organisms with body cavity that is not derived from the mesoderm Or another way of saying it, they have false body cavities, and the internal organs are suspended within the fluid-filled pseudostylium. So for the last part, we are going to specify on Brugia malai, which is a roundworm nematode that can cause lymphatic filariasis and also elephantiasis. So this B. malai is transmitted by mosquitoes that is restricted to Southeast Asia. So how this happen is that the adult worms will reside in the lymphatic vessels that can cause a blockage, as seen in the diagram below. So this will cause the lymphatic fluid to is prevented to flow through, causing the particular area to swell and be big.